So guys, today what I'm thinking is, well, I love Japanese food, obviously, and I love Italian food, obviously. So I want to do a little combination of the two. Jitalian. No, I want to do. Is
that what you call it? Jitalian?
No. What we're going to do is, these are going to be low carb recipes too. So I think that like high carbs and bulking food is easy because you've got like actual pasta, actual rice. It's very easy to have. But when you're dieting and you need low calorie options, it's kind of hard to get foods that taste good. So today I'm going to make a low calorie, low carb zucchini pasta. Sounds disgusting, I know, but bear with me. So we're gonna make like a bolognese style sauce for that. That's Italian, and then we're gonna have some salmon with like a cauliflower fried rice, which also sounds disgusting, but bear with me. So I think this is gonna be nice. I've made it a few times. Only problem is, if you can't buy the zucchini noodles like already made, you're gonna have to get a little spiralizer. So I think we'll do that today to make the zoodles. But they're actually really easy. It shouldn't take us long at all. So we're gonna go to the shops now, get everything we need, and then get cooking. Let's do it. Alright guys, so welcome back to the Massive Kitchen, and today we're cooking the two low carb meals. So we're going to start with the zucchini pasta with the beef mince. I'll show you what we've got. This is really easy, by the way. I got grass-fed beef mince just because I believe it's better. So this should be about 10% fat, but if you want to get the real lean one, 5%, you can do that as well. And then we've just got any like this. I found this tastes like probably the most like traditional pasta sauce I found, but you just get any one, try to find the best. I was going to show you guys how I make like the traditional Italian pasta sauce, but I want to save that for the episode where I bring Nonna on the channel to cook for us. So I thought I'll keep that, I'll save that, and today we'll just go with the easy option. So this is actually pretty nice. And then we've got the zucchinis and the zucchini noodle contraption. So this spiralizer, I think they're fairly cheap. It's just like plastic junk, and the zucchinis to make the pasta with. So we'll get to that later. First, we're just gonna cook this beef. So a little bit of spray oil, and we're gonna do about half the pack of that. So I think it's about 250 grams of beef mince, just because it's easier to track this way. This will be a big serve. Ever seen someone break it like this? No, it's just not happening. Oh no. There we go. It worked, didn't it, Hafey? The more you cook this down with the sauce, the better it'll taste. But we're gonna try to pump it out quick today. It's about half. Does this pan even have any heat on it? Here we go. Now we're cooking with gas. It's not, it's actually induction, but just saying. A little bit of salt. How much salt? You got a lot. So we're just gonna like basically brown this so it's cooked. And then once this is cooked, we'll put the sauce on top and just let that cook down for a little bit longer. Let's fast track it. Now in the meantime, let's get these zucchini pasta noodles, whatever you want to call them. Hey, if you're gonna put your BDH in this thing, I'll show you what it does to the zucchini, hang on. So what you get is you get Hafey's BDH and painfully stick it. And then using these spikes here, stick them. See, Hafey, if this was your BDH, you'd be in a world of trouble right now because that's brutal. And then you just wind it. So I'll get a little bowl for it. See, if you don't make good videos, Hafey, this is what I'm gonna do to your BDH. Look at this, come over here. Check this. This is sick. Boom. How weird is this? Okay, and then you're left with this, this thing right here. What is this? So once you get this thing done, we don't need that. This is nearly cooked. Tell you what, if I don't spill anything on this shirt today, this white shirt, it will be a Christmas miracle, I'll tell you that much. Okay, nearly done there. Let's get the second zucchini done. Severe multitasking going on. Don't want to burn that. Now with these, you could probably just chuck it straight in the pan, but I'm just going to cook them briefly in the microwave for a couple of minutes, just so that I know that they're cooked, and then I can all I have to do is combine it. I'm just going to get rid of a little bit of the fat here, or that grease. Should be good. Oh, and by the way, guys, I want to introduce a little segment in here. So if you guys, I've been getting a lot of direct messages of people cooking all the foods. So if you want, tag me in your posts when you try to make these meals, and I'm gonna roast you on the YouTube channel. So depends on if it looks good, I'll give you props. But if it looks abysmal, then you'll hear about it. So make sure you send those in. Okay, so we're gonna let this cook down, and then we'll be ready to plate it up. It smells so good. Now these are cooked. These are pretty much ready to go in. And even with zucchini, I've had zucchini raw, it's fine. So you really don't even need to cook it. If you want it to be crunchy, you can just leave it like that. Is this like torture for you smelling this, Hafey? Hafey's fasting, by the way, guys, so I feel terrible like cooking in front of him right now. Now, I usually like to cook this so it's really, really thick, thicker than Hafey's BDH. That's where that came from the first time. That's where BDH came from, actually. I was making this and I said, cook it until it's as thick as Hafey's D. So when it is as thick as Hafey's BDH, then that's the best, but this will do for now. Let's add this in, and please don't spill it on my shirt. So this is 2 zucchinis, really like no calories in that, and it's a lot of volume, so that's what we want, especially during a cut. Okay, very careful now. Yeah, this looks good. We could have just made meatballs today, but the effort and the time, it's like, just chuck it in the pan, mate. Yeah, I'm sorry, Hafey, that smells amazing. Okay, this is ready to be plated up right now. It's splashing everywhere. There we go. And we are gonna finish this with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. You don't need a lot, a little bit, and it makes a huge difference. So I'm just gonna use my fingers because I don't care. Now this is heaven. Bang. I reckon that took 10 minutes maybe. 11:40? Actually, that's not bad. For a dish like that, and that is so filling, and all you really have to take into account for the calories is the beef mince that you used, which you can go super lean, and also the sauce that we used, and we didn't even use that much. So that is meal number 1 done. Now, I'll show you guys the salmon with the fried rice. Now, for the salmon. So, we are doing a teriyaki style kind of thing. So I've done this before, very easy. Basically, if you want to make teriyaki, all you need is soy. We've got a reduced salt one here. And stevia, because it's got to be like the saltiness and the sweetness too. And then we're also adding a little bit of rice wine vinegar and also a little bit of mirin. So you don't need much of this. The main thing is the soy and the stevia. And I never measure, I just go by taste. So it kind of works out the same every time. So mainly soy and equal part mirin. You mirin this sauce, bro? And a little bit of, tiny bit of vinegar. That'll do. And just a couple of stevias, because I like it a little bit on the sweeter side. Sweet, so that's the sauce done. Very, very easy. You put that over rice, you can put that over whatever you like. So that's done there. Now, in a pan, for the rice, I like to cook spring onions, a little bit of oil, bit of sauce on there. Get all the vegetables in there. We're gonna add the cauliflower rice, and then I'll show you what we do with the salmon too. So let's chop up these bad boys. And because I'm lazy, we've got frozen onion that are just defrosted. Because I can't be bothered crying and chopping onions on my own YouTube channel. I just don't want to do that. Just got a little bit of coconut oil here. I like it, it's a little bit like sweeter onions. Jeez, it's so watery because it's defrosted in. And a little bit of sauce here. Now, with the cauliflower rice, that's the one I grabbed, Woolies one. But if you can't find this, literally just get a head of cauliflower and blend it. It's that simple. You just pay overpriced for this, for the convenience. And all you have to do is a couple stabs and microwave it for 2 minutes. So really, really easy. Now I also like, in my fried rice, I like this assorted mix of veg. What have we got? Carrot, peas, corn. It just, a bit of crunch, bit of texture, just tastes good. So I'm gonna put that in as well. Nice. So this is a nice fillet of salmon. How weird is it that I don't mind touching salmon, but I won't touch. I'll touch this. I'll slap you with this heavy, but I won't touch chicken. So, so we've got a salmon fillet, looks good. Now this is my trick for cooking salmon. Because we've got the skin on here, so I like to get a crispy skin. So to do that, I found the best way is get a hot pan, and we're gonna cook skin down, obviously, with oil on it, and then stick it under the broiler, whatever you wanna call it, in the oven. And it just cooks it from the top down. And I like to undercook mine a little bit. So if you get good quality salmon, you can have it quite rare. And that's the way I like to have it. So while that heats up, salt, pepper. And a little bit of oil spray. Salmon is fatty, so it doesn't need any oil, but for the flavor, I like it. Okay, so these veggies are pretty much cooked. Let them chill. So that rice is hot, as you can see by the steam, and ready to go. So we can basically get that in there. It's actually really good to, if you've got yourself a hot pan, it keeps it warm during the winter. And you can actually cook food on it too, which is really good. All right. Bear's getting a haircut actually. Bear's getting a haircut. She's gotta stay fresh. Let's get this salmon on. Ooh, you hear that? That's what we want. I'm just gonna let that sit just for a little bit. What that's gonna do is gonna cook the bottom and get a really crispy skin, and then we're gonna finish it in the griller so it cooks the top. Now, let's add in the collie. A little bit of coconut oil, just for the flavor. And more sauce. Egg. Noise. Okay, so that's pretty much ready. We're just gonna put that on low now, just so it stays warm. And let's take this salmon and stick it in the oven. Come with. Sick. So, that just cooks it from the top. And you just got to keep an eye on it. That's the only issue. So I'll just like to every couple of minutes. That might take 5 to 7 minutes to cook through. And I might get it out, see if it's cooked, chug it back in if I need to. It's kind of just play around with it. Now this is pretty much done. We're going to plate it up so I can do this without spilling any of it. Now that is a lot of volume. So that's the best thing about these meals. They keep you full. Noise. I'm too excited. I feel like a kid on Christmas about to unwrap his salmon. I can't wait anymore. I'm just gonna get it out. Now, I'll see if you guys can see this. Bang, look at that. That's rock hard. Done. And for the aesthetics and also taste, sesame seeds, just tastes good. And the best sauces, which I've done before, Kewpie mayo, Japanese mayo, best, and also okonomiyaki sauce, economy sauce. So if you go into any Japanese shop or Asian shop, you see these little bottles that look like this. It might have a yellow top or orange, red. They taste very similar. And they're all just kind of like a sweet Japanese barbecue sauce. That's what it tastes like. Really, really good. So I have that just over the top, just a little bit. And just a bit of mayo on the side. Don't want to go too crazy with it. When I was bulking, I would just douse the entire meal of, and I had actual rice with mayo. Damn, that looks good. And there we have it. So this is kind of a high-fat meal because of salmon, and that's why we're keeping the carbs low. But that'll really, really fill you up, and it beats just having just greens or something that you wouldn't like the taste of in it. Check it out, bang. That is mint. So guys, there we have it. There are 2 meals. Where are we? Here, so we have Unfortunately, we didn't eat this quick enough, so there's still a bit of water in there from the zucchini. But otherwise, these are the 2 low carb meals that I would recommend. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please give it a like button if you haven't already. Give it a like. Did I say give it a like button? Hit the give it a like or hit the like button. Like destroy the like button entirely, decimate it. Yeah, share the like button, comment the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit every button on your keyboard. But otherwise, that's it for me, guys. And you definitely know what to do. Stay nice.
Got a fresh cut in the denims, all these sexy jeans in my section, and slide into your DMs in the PM and the AM. Then I slide into your feelings when you see just what I'm saying.